Hello, Uriel. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Katie. How you doing?
Very good. Do you know that today it's our anniversary?
Which anniversary? Inos anniversary?
Oh, yours and mine. It's exactly
Ah,
1 year since we have seen each other personally for the last time after our trip
that's
to Uzbekistan. Can you believe it?
that's so sad. I didn't remember the exact day, but it's sad, isn't it?
Yes, unfortunately, it's already 1 year since we cannot travel in normal way, and it's the last time when I saw you personally.
Yes. Well, everything seems to be improving with this vaccination, so we hope we could start traveling again soon.
Yes, I hope so. I hope so. We will be still waiting a little bit because we have today very international. Well, exactly, we will have people from all over the world. We will have all our distributors. So we will have. I just see that we have for sure Poland, we have for sure Serbia, we have. Let me see. Yeah, Medica Esteticas here. Uh, I don't know. We have maybe you can tell us where do you come from because I see only the names and I'm not very. We have Libya. Yeah, this is very nice. Hello, Libya. So many distributors.
Oh,
Norway. Hello, Natalia. Very nice to hear from you as well. So today we will talk about very different and very important topic, I think, because this is something we all experience in our face, more or less, due to the situation we're living right now, that we need to wear the masks all over. And I think many of you, I mean, doctors, specialists at first, but also your clients are suffering from the acne, are suffering from the very sensitive skin due to the prolonged time of wearing the mask. For all of you here who are joining us for the first time, please remember that you have a chat where you can make all your questions, and in the end of the webinar, our speaker, Dr. Uriel heading from Mexico, will answer them. For those who don't know him, let me present one of our key opinion leaders, one of my best friends and
thank
our
you.
collaborators, great doctor, medical aesthetic doctor who works not only as a speaker for aesthetics, but also for different companies. He's international speaker for many years for us now. He has also his own clinics in Mexico, so you can ask him as many questions as you want. And I hope you will enjoy it. And thank you very much, Uriel, for being with us. I know it's very early for you in Mexico. But
You know what happened? I start consultation at 9:30. For me, it's 8 in the morning, so I had to run my 7 kilometers at the morning, 5 in the morning, and then I came to the office, and I'm already at the office, so I can start the consultation as soon as we end the webinar.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I think we can start slowly. As I said, if you want, you can make questions only by asking through the chat. And our key opinion leader, our speaker, Dr. Uriel Haring, will answer them after the webinar. Of course, for all of you, just to let you know that we are recording this webinar. So if you want to rewatch it or you want to share it with your clients or with your colleagues, just let us know. And through our official distributors in each country, those recordings will be available. And that's it. I will stop talking and I will leave you, Uriel, to start the webinar so we can go slowly but surely through this
Kathy.
presentation. Enjoy.
Thank you, Kathy. I hope this works out for you very well. It's a very common consultation topic for today's consultation because everybody's getting some kind of rash, some kind of itchy skin, some kind of sensitive skin with the use of masks. And we developed this. It's not a treatment, in fact, but it's a couple of things that we can use to treat our patients, to aim our patients with this problem. It's going to be a short webinar because all of you maybe have been using these products. So it's just a reminder on how to get the correct approach with the patients. Well, this new term, this new topic is called mask acne. And what it is, we know that dermatological alteration in the skin due to prolonged use of face protection masks as a preventive measure against the risk of environmental contamination by SARS-CoV-19. Sadly, this disease have been altering all of our daily activities, and for those ones that work in the with other people like us in consultation, we are pushed to use the masks. So this new situation, this new disease has developed new skin conditions that has to be treated. So many publishers by now have been publishing this kind of data that we reunited for you to just to get into topic, just to see how bad this is getting. We have 3 different studies made by mostly Asian publishers, but they found that all of the workers that have been using masks has developed some kind of skin alterations. So the first one, published in India, was given with 250 health workers, and look at these numbers. 52% of these workers developed itchy nose or nasal irritation, not acne in fact, but some kind of irritation. 30.4 feeling of nasal congestion, 30% sensation of nasal dryness, and the most important numbers were about this kind of sweating provoked by the masks, and of course the acne, which is the most difficult topic to treat, because you can hydrate the skin and get rid of the dry skin. But if you have developed acne, you have to run through a complete treatment just to get rid of this acne. The other numbers, not less important, but they develop facial redness, develop pain on the nose, develop pain behind the ear, and develop dry mouth, and develop halitosis. In the other study conducted by Kumar Subhasan in India as well, they worked with 423 health workers, and the age was around 20 and 47 years. This study reported only 12% of people with acne, but they reported other kind of symptoms like eye dryness, nasal dryness, headaches, and other situations that are not in our field of experience. But as well, they reported 12% of people with acne. The other study was conducted as well in India, I think, and they worked out with 800 people. Out of them, 222 were men and 611 were women. The median age was 32 years, which is the ages that we are treating with this kind of diseases are the main working people. They did something different between the other studies. They studied 4 types of different masks: surgical masks, cloth face masks, and surgical masks covered with a piece of cloth, and N95 masks. They try to discriminate how any kind of masks caused different situations on the skin. 39% caused acne, 18% facial rash, and 15% itchiness. And the interesting here is that surgical masks showed an increased risk of adverse skin reactions compared to the use of a cloth mask. So if you are not in a hospital, they suggest using a cloth mask. If you are going just to the supermarket or just to a daily basis activity, they suggest using a cloth mask. If you are in a hospital environment, they suggest using surgical mask covered by cloth and 195 mask and 95 mask had an increased risk of having adverse skin reaction. Using face mask 4 to 8 hours or more than 8 hours per day increased the risk of adverse skin reactions. Do not change the mask after use represents 1.5 times greater risk. And health workers showed an increased risk of suffering an adverse skin reaction. And that's why, because we are using the masks all over the day. I try between patients, every patient, to change the mask, and I'm only using KN95 masks, which has been good for me. I haven't got COVID, but the thing is, how are you using the masks, and how long along the day are you using the masks? Look at the numbers. These reactions, the most severe reactions were reported by 64% of the patients or of the health workers studied, and the other reactions were severe, moderate, and mild reactions. The great number here is that most of these workers were using surgical masks, and they reported very severe reactions. Well, among these numbers, I want you to look at this. Most of the patients reported headache. Most of the other numbers were reported with acne, and the other numbers are not less important, but they report impaired cognition. I have no sense of none of these reactions. Only 8.5 of these people reported no reactions. But it's interesting, how can a mask could cause impaired cognition? I was very surprised when reading this, and it's an important topic to study. But the most common reactions were all in the skin: acne, headache, and skin breakdown. Well, the other parts of the anatomy that were reported as having a problem were bridge of the nose, cheeks, chin, behind the ears, and no breakdown for wearing the masks. But look, the great numbers are among the center of the face where we put the mask, in fact. Well, and this is what we are seeing on the consultation every day. We receive every day patients with mask acne, and they are worried because we won't stop using the masks soon. So we have to offer the patients a very handy way to treat mask acne. The other reactions like this were itching skin, and look at this, the reddish center part of the face where the mask is put, and of course these breakouts with mask acne. Mask acne, the most reported symptoms were itchy sensation, oily feeling, and the most common signs were comedones, papules on the cheek, nose, and submaxilla, and neck. For me, at least, I haven't had these breakouts, but as I told you, the most effective way to prevent the mask acne is just to letting the skin breathing between each patient. What would be the factors that affect these situations? Where the mask for extended period reduces heat loss through the various mechanisms such as conduction, convection, evaporation, and radiation. What would be the factors that affect temperature increase, which would lead us to sebum excretion increases by 10% of every 1 centigrade Celsius increase, which means if you're around 35 Celsius degrees, and you put the mask, this mask with at least increase the temperature by 3 Celsius degrees, which means that you will have the risk of have more sebum excretion by 30%. Squalene comes out of the surface lipids, and the high humidity is mainly due to an occlusive effect. We all know that bacteria, Propionibacterium acne, depends on sebum and depends on humidity to develop. So if you have both combinations on the same place, and besides you put something that it's increasing the skin, of course you will develop this situation. Sweet and increased humidity can cause swelling of epidermal keratinocytes, affecting the keratinocytes of the pilosebaceous follicle and causing an acute obstruction with the appearance of acne. Alteration of the skin barrier, which will cause an imbalance of bacterial microflora, because added to this situation where you have humidity and temperature increasing, you will have the mask rubbing the face, which will take out the epidermal layer and will affect the way that the skin is protecting itself. Well, tropical humid microclimate is created. Simple occlusion of the pilosebaceous duct is established due to the local pressure on the skin from tight-fitting masks, and pre-existing acne, rosacea, and seborrheic dermatitis are exacerbated by using face masks. So this is not just getting into healthy people or healthy skins, but if you have a pre-existing situation, you will worsen the situation, and that's why it's becoming a very important cause of consultation. Contact dermatitis and contact urticaria occur due to adhesives, rubber straps, free formaldehyde released from non-woven propylene and metal clips. So it's just not the microclimate that's been created into the skin, but the material that is that this mask is made out. So that's why they recommend to use double masks with woolen mask covering the surgical mask. Other alterations like headache and other situations on health personnel, like related to mechanical factors, hypercapnia and hypoxemia, tight traps and pressure on superficial facial nerves and mechanical characteristics to prevent short breaks, neck massage, increasing hydration, switching between surgical masks and N95 masks if possible, and to prevent further ulceration from dry eyes. Frequent use of lubricant should be made. To prevent nasal dryness and epistaxis, typical saline drops or health should be used. So this is not just altering the skin, but altering the whole anatomy. And the recommendations to treat these kind of alterations with mask acne and the other situations: surgical masks should be changed every 4 hours. The N95 mask should be changed every 3 days. And I don't know if you have seen this. For those ones that has had the opportunity to travel, I've been to the beach like twice in this pandemic, and I found masks on the beach, which is very sad, because we are pushed to exchange the masks or we change the masks every certain time. It is recommended to wash your hands before use and after removing the masks. 2 layers of gloves should be placed inside the mask to reduce the amount of water vapor exhaled through the mouth and perspiration. Patients with oily skin should clean their face regularly with damp towel containing moisturizing ingredients. It also suggested to apply cleaning products and emollients that control oil ingredients. For health personnel, frequent breaks from work to allow a short duration of the use of the mask. Preventive measures that such as application of the moisturizers, emollients, and protective creams avoid deterioration of the skin. You must take care that dressing, moisturizers, and lotions do not interfere with the seal of the mask, or like the bird obstructs the right occlusion of the masks, and it is recommended for us not to use burn. And improved mask design with a focus of safety, comfort, and tolerability. Well, what has developed for these kind of situations? Well, we have two kinds of treatments, or two kinds of supportive treatments. Those ones for skins with pre-existing situations, and those for the normal patient. Well, NMF tonic, this is one of the most the patients like this tonic very much because it's very fresh. It's a highly moisturizing and energizing tonic regulating cutaneous homeostasis, and I like the color and the envelope of this tonic. This is a tonic where we find active ingredients like sodium, magnesium, zinc, and manganese, PCA, lactic acid, endomorpha compressed extract, and smart DPS technology. For those ones that haven't heard about DPS technology, this is a technology that developed for aiming the right place in the skin where you want to take the active ingredients. It means that you will find the active ingredients in the formula, but not only aim to a general situation. If you find that any specific ingredient of the formula will act on a specific situation of the skin or on a specific cell, this GPS technology is like leading this molecule to the right place that you want to use this molecule, and this will avoid the loss of effectiveness in other parts of the skin. So it's just like a smart technology where you take the most advantage of the use of these molecules on the skin. The mechanism of action is a perfect combination between an osmoregulator of cutaneous homeostasis and efficient constituents to the skin that wake up and moisturize the skin. The indication is revitalization toning in the morning before any treatment, and throughout the day on the face, hair, and body whenever it's necessary to refresh and moisturize the skin. We highly recommend to clean the skin with a damp towel before reapplying the tonic, and then after applying the tonic, you will need to reapply the sunscreen. Mode of use, spray the tonic into the clean and dry face, helping it to penetrate with a light pressure with the palms of the hands on the skin without rubbing. You don't need to, you won't need to rub. Cleansers and signets, I'm sorry. The signets are not hydrolyzed in solution, being able to adapt to the pH of the skin. They have a good detergent power respecting the hydrolytic layer of the cutaneous surface. You have to remember that one of the most common complications when treating acne is that the patients want something that dries the skin because they feel that the skin like very oily, and they are looking for this kind of detergents that will take the cutaneous hydrolipidic layer, and this will only worsen the situation, because if you are taking this hydrolipidic layer of the skin, then you will dry the skin, and the skin will produce more sebum just to counteract this aggression that you are causing to the skin. So at the end, you will activate the sebaceous component of the skin, and you will worsen the situation. This is why we suggest a signet that will respect this hydrolipidic layer, taking the dirt out of the skin. There is no precipitation of calcium salts when using these signets. Soft cleanser is one of the most asked science from INO, from the patients, because it's a sign with protective activity on the hydrolipid mantle and cutaneous pH. We have two presentations, the home care, which is to 200 milliliters and 500 milliliters for professional use. This is suitable for almost any kind of skin. You will have amphoteric surfactants and anionic surfactants preserve the constituent elements of the epicutaneous mantle. It favors the regression of the skin, maintains the proper pH on the skin surface, and it can be considered a dermoprotective product, and also comes with a smart GPS technology. So this kind of cleanser is suitable for any kind of skin. But if you are receiving or getting patients with acne-prone skin into the consultation, then you have the other option, deep cleanser, which is a cosmetical product for clean, oily skin and seborrheic skins. We have the two presentations as well for home care and professional use. And the difference is that deep cleanser will provide a serostatic activity without damaging the lipid layer, thus preserving the adequate hydration and protective function of the skin. As cleaning is the first step that we will suggest to our patients for doing at least twice a day, we want to get the right product for these patients. If you have a patient with previous acne disorder, then you will prescribe deep cleanser. If you have a patient with normal skin or dry skin or sensitive skin, then you will have to use soft cleanser. This is the only difference that we will make with these signets. And on the other hand, we have moisturizers. Sensitive skin, we have sensitive, which is a light facial cream for daily use, especially indicated for sensitive and hyperreactive skin. This doesn't mean that you will only prescribe this cream for patients with sensitive skin. You can, as we are using the masks, I would say that this cream is suitable for any patient, not those ones with acne-prone skin, but the other patients. Although if you don't have sensitive skin, this cream will be suitable in this situation with the using of masks. The active ingredients, we have panthenol, which it's a very hydrating molecule. It's vitamin B5 at high concentration, penetrates deeply and stimulates the proliferation of fibroblasts, restores the protective barrier of the skin, and moisturizing, soothing, and anti-inflammatory qualities, which make it perfect for all hyperreactive skins, and I would say for any kind of skin. Repairs the damage suffered by daily sensitive skin and reduces itching and irritation, and also improves skin elasticity. Hyaluronic acid, which is one of my favorite molecules. We know that it's a polysaccharide that has the capacity to retain up to 1,000 times its weight in water, moisturizes intensely, prevents transepidermal water loss, and increases the barrier action of the skin, preventing the penetration of potentially irritant agents, and improves skin tolerance, relieves tightness, and provides elasticity and softness. This is why this molecule has been used in many of the formulations all over the world, because it's shown that has a very great power of protecting and hydrating the skin. Extreme Skin Barrier is a nourishing facial cream for daily use, especially specific for dry, sensitive, and skin exposed to extreme climates. For those that lives in Norway and the northern countries, you must be using this as not as much as I do, because here in Mexico we have a weather that is not that extreme. But this is a cream that will create a barrier to protect to the environment. We have moisturizing complex, which is a physiological moisturizer with the same water holding capacity as the skin. high content ingredients similar to the natural skin hydration factors, and prevents transdermal water loss and replace the lost hydration factors, maintains skin turgidity and protects it against extreme weather conditions. We have two molecules that we will find in sensitive. We repeat these molecules, which is panthenol and hyaluronic acid, but we have this biosecurity gum, which is a high molecular weight polysaccharide that forms a non-occlusive screen on the epidermis. It increases the protective capacity of the skin against extreme weather conditions, environmental pollution, and the oxygen reactive species, provides hydration and comfort. And this was for any kind of skin. This was for the normal skins. But what about these skins that are acne-prone skins, which are worsening the situation with the use of face masks? Beta Purifier 24 hours cream, which is an effective treatment to regulate the production of sebum, improve the skin appearance in conditions to open pores, acne scars, and stretch marks, while restoring the balance of oily skin. Just a suggestion, this is a personal suggestion. This is a very powerful cream that will help the acne-prone skins to get rid of the acne. But if you didn't have this acne situation before using the mask, I wouldn't recommend starting with this cream, because it's an exfoliative cream that will lead a sensitive or a normal skin to suffer from irritation. So this is only aimed for those patients that have previous acne disorder. Well, we have many active ingredients. For those ingredients, the most important are mandelic acid, which is an alpha hydroxy acid with antibacterial properties, help regulate sebum production, decreases the occurrence of acne breakouts, stimulates cell turnover. And besides, let's remember that mandelic acid is one of my favorite molecules for acne-prone skin, because besides accelerating the skin turnover, it helps with this antibacterial action, and it has some kind of the pigmentation power. So if you are aiming the treatment of acne-prone skin globally, you want to do the antibacterial power of the mandelic acid. You want to depigmentate the post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation caused by the breakouts, and you want to accelerate the cell turnover to prevent the skin from suffering from acne scars. Niacinamide is a form of vitamin B3 with potent anti-inflammatory properties and reduces sebum production and skin pore size. Increases skin hydration and improves skin texture. Acetylglycine reduces the level of free fatty acids in sebum and the number of propionibacterium and intrafollicular micrococci without interfering with the normal sebum production, and avoid clogging pores and formation of comedones. So if you have a look, you have a very powerful formula with three main ingredients that will treat: first, bacteria problem; second, the inflammatory process of the acne; and third, the sebum production on the pores, and you are treating the acne problem globally. And besides, these other two ingredients are one of the most common products used in this kind of creams, which is salicylic acid, which is a beta hydroxy acid with desmolytic properties that promotes individual corneocytes desquamation, thus stimulating the natural exfoliation, dissolves skin debris, the clogged pores, and acts as anti-inflammatory and helps red inflamed pimples and pustules go away faster. And Mimosa turniflora extract, which is rich in flavonoids and tannins that have bacteriostatic and anti-inflammatory properties, and it encourages epitheliation and acts as an astringent. And from the line of EPIGEN, we will find this EPIGEN purifying serum, which is a powerful combination of highly effective assets for treatment of oily skin and acne. I would say this is a very I'm more serums person, because I like how the serums dissolve into the skin and absorbs very fast. You can combine the treatment. If you have a patient with acne prone skin, you can use purifying serum and add the beta purifier cream. But at least for a person like me, I wouldn't add the beta purifying cream, as I don't suffer for acne prone skin, but I have oily skin, and this has become one of my favorite products, because besides acting as a serum and absorbing and hydrating very fast, it helps me to maintain the oil away from my skin. It's a highly concentrated purifying serum with active sebum regulators and bacterial growth inhibitors, and help prevent the formation of skin imperfection. It is possible to balance excess of sebaceous secretion and reduce the size of the pores, eliminating the shine and providing a uniform tone without altering the natural hydration of the skin. First, we have a blend of epigenetic active ingredients. And remember, what's epigenetic? Epigenetic is it's becoming in trend, because the researchers have found that we have many components, most of them natural components, that act in a way to promote those genes causing any kind of disease or any kind of alteration on the anatomy or on the skin. They can be not altered, but they can be managed to for us to express what we want to express. It means if you use a product that claims to act on epigenetic, you may expect the conditions of your skin to change in a good way. We have this combination of these three ingredients that will act as epigenetic ingredients, and they will help to promote the structure and skin integrity. We will help us to modulate the cellular differentiation, and we will regulate the genes that are altered by UV-induced pigmentation and cell protection. And of course, it will help us to maintain the hydration and barrier function. And we have other extra active principles, like micrococcus lysate extracted from the civet, thanks to blue technology with antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties that have been a positive impact on the treatment of skin imperfections. Potassium acylyl D-glycinate, reduced free fatty acids in sebum and the amount of bacteria without interfering with normal sebum production, and it acts as an anti-chelating agent, preventing the obstruction of follicles and the formation of comedones. And the nordihydrauretic acid, I'm sorry, it's a very difficult word, alendroneic acid, which will control bacterial growth, powerful antioxidant properties, and regulate skin inflammation. And retinol, of course, which will act as a regulator of inflammation and prevents the formation of scars, thanks to promotion of epidermal renewal. And remember, retinol is one of the most important ingredients that you may find in any formula, I would say. Of course, in a formula that will help us to treat acne prone skins, but as well as a rejuvenation factor in any other formulations, because retinol will help us to accelerate the skin turnover, and will repair the damage caused by UV rays on the cell nucleus. Remember, retinol has a very important reparative action on the cells. And of course, we have the smart GPS system on this serum. EPIGEN German Day Cream is a cream that has a total protective shield that transforms your skin appearance. A lightweight, silky, and super rich all-in-one formula, which is cream protector factor, sun protection factor 20, and it comes with a perfect balance between immediate anti-aging powerful action, intense regeneration, hydration, and effective medium long-term epigenetic action. So you have a cream that it's a very complete cream to finish the treatment. You will apply the previous steps, and you're finishing the application of the treatment with this EPIGEN Year-Round Day Cream, which will act as a protective cream and as well as a sunscreen cream. We have as well this combination of epigenetic actives as the serum. We have other active principles like oligopeptide multifunctional complex that are aimed to rebuild and promote cell renewal and increase epidermal thickness, redensify the skin barrier, and protects improving the skin physical properties and permeability. Serum carrageenan, which is an hyaluronic acid-like that promotes the synthesis of natural epidermal hyaluronic acid. Galactorabinan, which is a multifunctional active that activates the natural skin moisture, promotes collagen and elastin production, and restores the effect on the skin barrier. And Termella fusiformis, ferric hexapeptide, and biosaccharic and gum, which is an anti-pollution and detox complex, which will form a shield to protect the skin from pollution, besides neutralizing toxins and restoring the natural cell renewal function. And of course, the smart GPS system on the cream. So I would like to ask, what would you do if you have this complete portfolio of products? You may add other treatments. Like I would say, I would use Mondelez, or I would use other peelings on the Expo fashion, just to treat our patients. But what you have to prevent, if you are peeling the patient's skin, you will alert your patients for not using the face masks. Meanwhile, the exfoliation action will last on the skin. So let's go with the chat. If you have any questions.
Yes, please write your questions. This was like more webinar about explaining what's the Maskne in general. And of course, as Uriel said, you can treat your patient with the professional products as Mondelez, for example. But I think the most important thing in Maskne is treating the face, the skin at home, because actually this is something that happens to us every day. And for example, I think it happened to me as well. I'm not like, I don't have acne prone skin, but in the end I have sometimes some breakouts because of the acne and some sensibility in the skin, because I'm not used to wear a mask for that long time. So I don't know if you have any questions regarding this, or what you would like to ask something about the product itself or about the protocol, if you would like to add something. If not, I will give you a big thank you, Uriel, for, do you have peeling with Mondelez? How long to avoid wearing the mask? This is the question from Nadia.
Thank you, Nadia. Remember when doing a Mondelez peeling, we will expect the patient to peel after 3 days, and the peeling would last for at least 3 to 4 days. So I would say if you are doing the peeling on Friday, you must prevent your patient to wear the mask until the next Friday, at least a week.
So stay at home better, work home. This is the best thing we can do in pandemic, that we can work at home, a lot of us.
Not for us.
No, of course you cannot. It's difficult, huh? For webinars, yes, but for treating patients, it's difficult to treat them from home. Okay, so thank you very much, Uriel, for being with us. Do you have a lot of patients with Maskne problems in Mexico?
I would say not that much. In fact, not that much, because many of my patients are doing they are working at home, so they don't use the face mask. But my co-workers and my colleagues, they are suffering from acne, mask acne. Yes, not my patients.
When I described purifying serum, patients told me that the foam or froth comes out after applying it. Is it normal?
Or froth comes out. Maybe they are using too much. Yes, with just one push, I would say that it's more than enough to apply the whole face. Or they're using deep cleanser as a cream. I don't know.
Yes, well,
a purifying serum. No, I wouldn't.
No, the right amount. Yes, with one pump, Dr. Uriel.
Yes.
With one pump is totally enough.
I would say 4 to 5 drops is more than enough for one face.
Okay. Yeah, because actually normally the serums are very concentrated, so you don't need a big amount of the product. And with the smart GPS that it's directly inside of the EPIGEN products, you don't need that much, because the exact amount of the ingredient goes directly to the right place. So it's not necessary to overuse the product.
Yes.
I get an idea. All right. That's fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Any other question? Maybe you have a question from your patient. Or if not, what you can always do, you can write to your distributor in the country, in a distributor in your country, and we will answer you the question through the distributor. Okay, so thank you very much, Uriel. It was a big pleasure.
Thank you, Kathy.
Miss you a lot.
Thank you. Have a good afternoon.
Finish soon, so we can come back to traveling and come back to teaching, and making not only the webinars but also the seminars all over the world. So let's hope this will all finish. But till now, stay care. And for all women today, Happy Women's Day. I don't know if it's celebrated.
Yes, happy Women's Day. That's right.
But Happy Women's Day, and yeah, just see you next time. We will let you know about the new webinar. So we will be launching new products. We will be launching the Sherox skin, and we will be launching also the sensitive ID. So 2 new products for the transdermal therapy. We will let you know very soon. So take care of yourself, and see you very soon. Thank you very much, Uriel.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Kathy.
Bye-bye.